Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
New tonight, more details on a fire that forced 6 people from a home in South Norfolk. Plus, what neighbors are saying about an arrest in an overnight deadly shooting in Virginia Beach. And
welcome to your new home.
The surprise of a lifetime, how a local hero was honored for his service. Now, starting with a look at our weather center. Good evening, I'm Aisha Tolliver. Thanks for joining us. Now, all of that heavy rain from overnight has moved out of the area. Here's a live look from Tower Cam 10 over downtown Norfolk. While it's clear now, we've got more rain on the way. Meteorologist Jeff Edmondson is tracking it all. Jeff, are you telling me I got to take my dogs out in the rain again tomorrow morning?
No, not tomorrow morning. It'll be dry tomorrow morning, but tomorrow in the afternoon, that's when we'll start to see those showers moving into the area. We have really cold temperatures right now, too. These temperatures have just dropped because of the clear skies in the last little bit. Look at this, 35 in Virginia Beach right now, 39 in Suffolk. That's unusual for a nighttime low temperature. We haven't reached a low yet, but for it to be colder in Virginia Beach and Suffolk. We have the same kind of weather in both locations. If we had a breeze in Virginia Beach right now, it would be warmer, like Norfolk, where it's 40 degrees. So temperatures are going to be cold tonight. Could even see a frost on the grass, maybe on your deck, your patio, overnight tonight and tomorrow morning. I wouldn't be surprised. No rain right now across our area. We won't see any rainfall into the morning, thankfully. If we did, I would actually be concerned about some icing, but we won't have that problem. Big storm system right now off to our west. It's going to travel right along these arrows here, heading our direction, and that's going to bring us a great chance for rain. 24 hours from now, it'll be solid rain on Super Doppler 10, and we can see that with the future radar. So here's a look at where we are tomorrow. In the morning, it's quiet with cloudy skies. Into the afternoon, we start to see those light showers moving into the area, and then the heavier rain will move in probably about this time tomorrow, so 24 hours from now. So here's the forecast for tomorrow. 30s early in the morning, but quickly going into the 40s by around 9 to 11 a.m. because of the clouds returning to our area. And then we'll have the rainfall for the afternoon. We'll talk more about the timing of that rain in the afternoon, plus also your 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Remember, our Wavy weather app helps you keep an eye on the weather anytime and anywhere. It gives you watches or warnings, live radar images, and hourly forecasts. Now to developing news out of Virginia Beach. Tonight we're learning more from neighbors about an overnight deadly shooting. Crews got the call around 3 this morning to a home on Huntinghorn Way. That's in the Princess Anne section of the city. After an investigation, police charged Dushan Naumovic with second-degree murder. Tonight on your side's Tamara Scott is following the investigation. Tamara, you spoke with a number of neighbors off camera.
Yeah, Aish, I did, and neighbors say outside of this incident, these neighbors were normally quiet and didn't give any issues. They're surprised, but it's not the first time they've seen police cars outside of their home. Just after 3 Saturday morning, police surrounded a home in the 2400th block of Huntinghorn Way. Neighbors say this is not something out of the ordinary. They're used to seeing domestic calls to the house, but in this instance, it was for murder. Once police arrived on scene, they found a man shot to death. Immediately, they called it a suspicious death, and an adult male identified as Dushan Naumovic was detained for further questioning. One neighbor we spoke with off camera says they've known their neighbors for a while and have never had a problem with them in passing or during a neighborhood event. Shortly after, police arrested and charged Naumovic in connection with the death. He has been served warrants for second-degree murder and use of a firearm in commission of a felony. Naumovic is being held with no bond at the Virginia Beach Sheriff's Office Correctional Facility. We've reached out to the jail for an interview request. We're still waiting to hear back, but we'll keep you updated on air and online at wavy.com. Tamara Scott, 10 on your side.
Thanks, Tamara. New information about an afternoon fire in South Norfolk. 6 people, including 2 kids, are out of their home this evening. Officials got the call to Casey Drive around 3:30 this afternoon. When they arrived, first responders saw heavy flames coming from the home. The fire was pushing through the roof and starting to move to the house next door. There were a number of trucks on scene from Norfolk and Virginia Beach fire departments. Officials say it's the partnership with other cities that can help get things done like this very quickly.
It's proven very beneficial for us, and we reciprocate that as well. So we regularly respond to Norfolk and Virginia Beach to offer automatic aid assistance. I think that process has been very beneficial for all 3 cities.
The house suffered heavy damage and the home next door has some minor damage. No injuries were reported and the displaced family is being helped by the Red Cross. Elsewhere in South Norfolk, no one was hurt in an apartment fire today. Officials say they got the call to a complex on Farmer Lane around 4:15. Firefighters found a small fire in the bedroom of a first-floor apartment unit. Crews say they were able to put out the flames in about 15 minutes. 2 adults and 2 children were home at the time but got out safely. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. An RV was destroyed in an afternoon fire in Suffolk. Crews got the call around 4 to the Freeman Mill Road in the Whaleyville area. They found an RV on fire with flames moving towards a detached garage. There were no injuries, but 1 person was displaced. Now to developing news outside of Portsmouth. State police say speed and alcohol are partly to blame for a deadly overnight crash. It happened just before 2 a.m. on I-264 westbound near Effingham Street. Police say a Ford F-350 hit the Jersey wall, lost control, and ran off the road. The truck flipped over, ejecting the driver, 42-year-old David Watson. Watson wasn't wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. The crash remains under investigation. Police say alcohol and speeding were also factors in an overnight crash in Newport News. Officers say a car was speeding when it hit a pole on Jefferson Avenue near 50th Street. 3 people were inside. Crews had to pull all of them from the car. Within the last hour, we've learned a 22-year-old man remains in critical condition. The 28-year-old man who was driving and a 20-year-old woman have serious injuries. Police say charges are pending against the driver. A person was hospitalized after a crash last night during heavy rain on Langford Highway near Melfa. Take a look at these pictures of the Wachapreague Volunteer Fire Department company Facebook page. That's where the pictures were on. State police are investigating what caused the crash. Still ahead at 11, going bald for a great cause. We'll tell you how much this annual fundraiser is trying to raise to fight childhood cancer. Plus, it's magically ridiculous. Yep, I said it. See how many people showed up to a local brewery specializing in childhood nostalgia.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 11.
People were lined up down the block for the release of a marshmallow IPA in Norfolk. Smart Mouth Brewing announced their Saturday morning Lucky Charm beer last month. Brewers say the unique limited release beer is designed to remind you of your childhood. Hundreds of people lined up before the doors even opened at the Norfolk Tasting Room this morning. If you didn't snag a glass today, you're out of luck. The brewery has sold out. After the government shutdown delayed its original opening, Elation Brewing is ready for visitors. 10 on Your Side talked to them back in January when they were opening, or in the process of opening. Breweries need federal approval before they're allowed to do things like produce alcohol. When the government shut down, so did the agency processing those requests. Today, Elation Brewing opened its doors. You can find them on Colley Avenue. Still ahead, we'll show you the moment a local retired staff sergeant got the surprise of a lifetime. And we're on your side with the latest news and weather as you wake up every morning. Tune into Wavy News 10 today, beginning at 6 with Deanna Bedneshi and meteorologist Casey Laheka. New tonight, a special surprise in Newport News. Today, a military veteran and his family got the key to their mortgage-free home. SunTrust partners with Military Warrior Support Foundation to surprise medically retired Army Staff Sergeant Joshua Howe. 10 on Your Side, Deanna Bedneshi was there to see the family honored.
The driveway of medically retired Army Staff Sergeant Joshua Howe's home was lined with people who were there to honor the hero.
I really don't have words for that. I mean, it's not something you really can prepare for in life. So
Howe served as an infantryman in Iraq.
I was injured, lost the vision in my right eye, and 12 surgeries later, I'm still able to walk and work, so I'm happy for that.
Welcome to your new home.
And today, Howe and his family got the keys to this home. A home that's mortgage-free, thanks to the partnership between SunTrust and the Military Warriors Support Foundation.
Definitely help us, get out of debt. We have a lot of medical bills.
He says he applied to the Military Warriors Support Foundation about 2 years ago and can't believe this home is now his. And while the inside is beautiful with many new items donated by the community, Howe says the best part was seeing his family's reaction.
Honestly, just seeing my family happy. I mean, obviously the house is awesome and everything inside is awesome, but sometimes I feel like they deserve it more than I do, so just seeing them happy is good by me.
Thank you. Thank you. You enjoy your house, okay?
Howe and his wife have 4 girls and 2 twin boys, and they're excited to make this house their home. Deanna Bettineschi, 10 on your side.
Oh, that's so sweet. Hundreds of people shaved their heads for a good cause at the St. Baldrick's Day Foundation fundraiser. The event was held at the Westin Hotel in Virginia Beach. Now, the goal was to raise money to fund childhood cancer research. One man says he was part of Team USO of Hampton Roads. They came out as a group to support military members or their families who have cancer. He says there was also a specific person he wanted to get his head shaved for.
And I specifically know of a cyclist, because I'm an adaptive cyclist, that his name is David Carey, who's in remission right now, but has been suffering with cancer for multiple years. So I wanted to specifically come and get my head shaved for him.
The foundation frequently donates the money to CHKD right here in Hampton Roads. This is the 16th year of the event, and organizers hope to raise more than $175,000.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Jeff Edmondson.
Well, the clouds have cleared out for the night just in time, of course, after the sunset when we could have had a nice sunny afternoon. But we're going to see clouds return across our area tomorrow, and with that will also come a great chance for some rainfall for your Sunday. There's been a few changes to the forecast here in the last 24 hours with this rain, so let's talk about it. At this point, we're in the 30s right now in Newport News. 40 still in Norfolk, 40 still in Portsmouth, where we have that breeze coming off of the Chesapeake Bay, but we don't have that breeze right now across much of Virginia Beach. So your temperature's at 35. It's cold out there. 37 in Hampton. You can expect these temperatures to be just like this tomorrow morning if you are going to be getting up pretty early, anytime before 9 o'clock. I would expect temperatures to be in the upper 30s across Tidewater. Now, for the region, we still have that cooler air around. We're only seeing the 40s here in our region, at least on this particular map, but I showed you all those 30s. So there's a lot of 30s out there. So we have plenty of cold air, and that's going to influence how this rain moves in for tomorrow. It'll hold it off in the morning, but it'll bring it into the afternoon. So holding it off as in there's a lot of dry air still present, and that'll keep the rain around, or the rain away, but we'll see winds coming in out of the northeast tomorrow, and that'll push some of that moisture right back into Hampton Roads. So here's a look at our wind speeds tomorrow morning. Not too strong, around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Into the afternoon, they'll pick up in speed a little bit to be out of that east-northeasterly direction. In terms of the timing of the rainfall, no rain tonight and no rain tomorrow morning, so we're going to be dry. I know the One City Marathon happening in Newport News tomorrow. That starts at 7 o'clock. That'll be dry. We're going to see clouds, though, with the morning and into the afternoon, and then that rain starts to build in once we get in close to 3 o'clock tomorrow. So scattered light showers at first. I'm not expecting anything that's going to be really heavy or steady. It'll probably start out as mist, drizzle, and then we'll start to see a few waves of light rain. So 3 o'clock tomorrow, that starts. It'll continue into the evening. This is at 6. So we still have that light rain across our area. The steady rain and the heavier showers come through around this time tomorrow. This is at 11 o'clock, so 24 hours from now. Super Doppler 10 should look something similar to this. So we'll track the rain tomorrow night, and we'll track it into Monday morning, but it should move out Monday morning, and then Monday we'll be left with cloudy skies. So how much rain are we going to get? Well, let's look at some of the rain gauges for the future track here. Portsmouth around 1/4 of an inch, a little bit less than that. Similar amounts in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake. We're all about the same. We're not going to get too much rainfall. Even Suffolk, around 1/10 of an inch. A little bit more for Kill Devil Hills, close to 1/2 an inch. But overall, we're getting just a splash of rain. Not too much, but it's more rain. So I think we're kind of getting sick of it. Long-range forecast does look dry. 48 degrees in Chesapeake for tomorrow, 49 in Currituck, 47 in Norfolk, and 46 in Virginia Beach, also 46 in Hampton tomorrow. Your winds will be out of the northeast around 10 miles an hour. It'll be a cloudy, cool day tomorrow. No 50s at all. In fact, we won't see any 50s anytime soon. Look at this. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're only going to be in the 30s. An offshore storm system will also develop on Tuesday, and it could bring in a little bit of precip, maybe some light rain or maybe even a touch of a mix across the Outer Banks. That's a possibility Tuesday night. So we'll have to watch for that. Keeping it away right now, it doesn't look too likely. Wednesday, chilly. Thursday, a little bit better. And then back in the 50s Friday and Saturday.
Well, the college basketball season is winding down. UVA closing in on a regular season championship. And if Norfolk State could win tonight, the Spartans would be the regular season champions of the MEAC. The Sports Wrap is next. She's going to hit the three from the top of the key, 21 points for her. And then ODU pushing it up court. Asia Hudson with the three-pointer. Old Dominion wins over Marshall 79-53 to move into 5th place in Conference USA. I tell you what, it is a good time to be a college basketball fan in Virginia. We could potentially have 7 legitimate chances of teams making the NCAA tournament this year, and that would tie a record set by California, and Texas has done it. Much bigger states with a lot more programs, so
That's
Virginia
fantastic.
has a lot to be proud about this year.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But you know what I'm really trying to hear about? Am I going to have to pull out that winter coat again?
Yes, you'll need it. It wouldn't hurt. We're going to see temperatures in the 40s tomorrow. Not too cold tomorrow, but there is a good chance for rain arriving around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and continuing into the night.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning.